Really quickly before we get into today's episode, I did have a 2x Radiant loot box giveaway on the last episode. So I'm going to go ahead, put a picture on the screen. Congratulations to you for winning the giveaway. Message me in game that you won and I will try my best to be here to give it to you. Hey, what's going on? Sucker back here for another episode here on EnchantedMC. If you guys do want to play with me, the server IP is slacker.enchantedmc.net. And for those of you who are on Bedrock, all the Bedrock IP and port is in the description. But yeah, let's not waste any more time. Let's get straight into today's episode. We have grinded a lot since the last episode. If you go ahead and look on the bottom of our screen, we are currently to level 692. We have gotten a full 92 levels since the last episode, which is kind of crazy, meaning we have unlocked some brand new enchants. If we look, we actually unlock Ravager Raid, and for our gem enchants, we have unlocked Double Down, which is a pretty good enchant for enchant proc. And now we are about to unlock some OP enchants that will help us ascend pretty quickly, such as Block Boost, and most importantly, Block Magnet. Block Magnet will literally multiply the blocks you get from Block Greed, and it will give you so many more blocks. You could use the money to upgrade your pickaxe, you can use it to upgrade your mine, to rebirth, and ultimately get a lot more ascensions. But once we unlock the Block Magnet enchant, that is definitely going to change because we're going to be getting so many more blocks than we already are currently. Before we get any further into the mining, I do actually want to open our keys. We have a lot of keys. We have 6,000 rusty keys, which I'll just go ahead and open all of them right now. And then another 2,000. There we go. Now we almost have a full inventory of crystal boxes, so let me use them all. There we go. We just opened all of our rusty keys. Now let's begin opening our normal keys. We almost have 1,700. There we go. We just opened all of those. Now let's use all our crystal boxes again. Now moving on to our 667 enchanted keys. Let's open all of these as well. And then opening these, we got another 188 normal keys. So let's open that. And now lastly, 2 monthly keys to go ahead and open. Let's just open these as well. From that, we got a tier 4 crystal box and 1 enchanted pet box. That does suck. Now one thing we haven't done yet is actually max out our gem pet. So I did just get a lot of books of experience. Let's put that all onto our gem pet and max level it. There we go. Now it's level 463. Our token pet is also max level. Our pickaxe pet is max level. And then our pass pet, it isn't. And honestly, I'm just going to go ahead and put these on there. Just because why not? I mean, we don't really have a use for them. And by the time we get a new rarity for these pets, we're going to have a lot. And I mean a lot more books of experience. But yeah, let me now apply a trait to here. Level cap, experience 3, level cap, buff 3. There we go. And now pet stats. Let me also put some pet stats on here. We have 60 rolls, which is not bad at all. We're going to go until we get a double S. There we go. Now let's re-roll these ones. Hopefully we can get an S in level. If we can get an S in level, that would be pretty good. I don't really care about experience, but this is all I care about. Come on, give us an S. There we go. We just got double S in level after only 16 rolls. So we will definitely take that. And I guess A minus, there we go, A plus, not bad. Even though it doesn't really matter, it still takes so much XP to level up once, to the point where the experience enchant does not even matter. From that, we did also get a lot of drills, so let me actually go ahead and place these all down. Hopefully we can get a lot of prestiges from here. Whoa, okay, we just went from prestige 29 all the way up to prestige 37, which is absolutely insane. We will definitely take that. Now let's do slash skills and immediately upgrade our enchant skill. We have 9 skill points to put in here. There we go. And now if we check our backpack, we should have a lot of currency as well. Boom, 166 billion money. Let me sell our backpack. Then do slash rebirth and then begin rebirthing. I'm pretty sure we need to get to rebirth 35 until we can ascend. Doesn't look like we will get it here, but we did just rebirth a lot. We got all the way up to rebirth 30. Not gonna lie, it's been a minute since we actually upgraded our companion eggs, and I've honestly completely forgot about them. So I do want to actually buy some right now. I mean, these are a major upgrade. We'll buy like 20, 30 eggs because that is all our beacons. And then let's go to our companions, unequip all of these, fuse them all together, equip best. And now our team got 6x's and a 4.5x, which is not bad at all. Now let's see how much our backpack sells for. 151 billion. That is huge because literally I checked the backpack before we upgraded it and it was only at 100 billion. So we're now getting an extra 50 billion money because of that simple upgrade. So you'll definitely take that. Now let's immediately do slash rebirth. I'm pretty sure it's rebirth 35 to ascend. Let me see, and yes it is. Let me do slash ascend, and there we go. We are now ascension number 7. Oh, there we go. We just ascended right there. I don't know why it didn't ascend. We had to ascend twice until it actually counted. But now let me do slash ascend. I guess we can use our points towards this double sell, 2.5% chance, because why not? Oh, look at that. A final block multiplier of a 1.5x. This is going to be huge. We definitely need to get this as soon as possible, but we do currently have 84 billion money, so let me do slash rebirth and rebirth again as much as we can. There we go. We just got to rebirth 16. Not bad at all. We do also have a lucky block. It is only a common one, but let's open it. We got a start of the world loot box. Let's place it down. There isn't really anything we need from that, so I'm not too worried. But we do also have our gifts as well that I have not claimed yet. It actually reset around an hour and a half ago, and we've been on for that whole last hour and a half. So let me claim these. I really just need totem skin boxes, and no, that is unfortunate. We did not get it, but we did get pet traits out of the start of the world loot box. But yeah, we are currently one level away from getting the block magnet, so I'm gonna lock in, get that final level, and I'll cut back once we've gone ahead and unlocked it. There we go. We just hit level 700, meaning we finally unlocked the block magnet enchant. Can we max it out? No, we can't, and we can only get 55 levels with almost 14 trillion tokens. So let me get that. And then moving on to our gem ones, this is the block boost. The block boost one doesn't really matter because it only boosts the amount from jackhammer in reverse. I guess I'll upgrade it because of reverse, but this one is not really as good as a block magnet. Now I really am curious on how much blocks we're gonna get every single time that procs, so I'll cut back once I've gone a proc. There we go. We just got a proc and it gave us a 2x block multiplier towards block finder, and we got 8 million blocks. That's not bad. A 2.2x can go a long way. Once our awoken enchant procs for the gold rush, it becomes a 5x boost, and then we have a chance for that to proc, which is another 2x boost, and all of that. That is definitely going to help us out a ton. It should proc often, I'm pretty sure, so we should get a lot of 2x's here and there. It is only a 2.10x right now because it is only level 55. Once I do actually max it out, it's going to proc way more often, and we're going to make a way bigger multiplier. Okay, I'm actually incorrect. I just hovered over here. It's 100% proc rate. So every single time our block finder procs, the block magnet will 2x it, and this is only at level 55. Once we get it to a higher level, it will give us a way bigger percentage. So it goes to a max level of 250. The only problem is we currently don't have enough tokens to actually max it out because we did spend majority of our tokens maxing out Ravager raid, and honestly, I regret it. But it's alright, we move on. We should be able to max out block magnet by tomorrow, like guaranteed. But for now, I'm going to take advantage of this, get a lot of blocks, and I'll cut back so we can ascend one more time. And then we can get that final block multiplier of a 1.5x. That should actually help us out a ton. It hasn't even been 10 minutes and we've already made 146 billion money. So I'm going to sell that and also begin rebirthing. We did also get another 200 billion money, but unfortunately I was not recording, hence why we got to rebirth 33. But now let me get to rebirth 40 just so we can get that final ascension. There we go. Let me do slash ascend. And let me ascend to number 8. Get that ascension point, and we can use this point to get a 1.5x final block multiplier, which is exactly what we need right now. Now we should get so much more blocks. Originally we were getting around 8 million before this, and now we are getting 11.1 million. That is literally 1.5x how much we were making. That is crazy. That is just without me even maxing out block magnet. If I max out block magnet, this block multiplier is going to be a 6x instead of a 2.14x. But currently we only have 2 trillion tokens, which I can actually spend on putting it in that enchant. We can get another 6 levels. But yeah, getting an extra 3.5 million blocks every single time my block greed procs is going to be a huge difference in the long run. It is getting pretty late, so I'm going to go on the AFK block, wake up in the morning, and see how much blocks we've gotten overnight. So yeah, I'll see you guys all in the morning. It is now the morning and I did just wake up. We currently have 37.5 trillion tokens, 2.3 trillion gems. Now let's look at our backpack because this is the thing I'm most excited about. And we currently have, whoa, this is the most I've ever seen. 1.57 trillion to sell. But before I actually sell, I do want to upgrade my companions. I will go ahead and just buy 300 million beacons because I think that's how much it is for 100 credits. I'm going to cut back once I do. So I just bought some beacons and it turns out it was 400 million. But yeah, before I actually do go ahead and buy companions, I want to upgrade my companions just a little bit. Get some better luck. I think I'm going to spend 100 trillion on solely upgrades. So I'm going to keep upgrading until we get to 300 million. There we go. We are at 302 million, but I'm going to upgrade Void one more time. and now we are at 297 million. This should be a lot of companions that we can actually buy, so let me do that. There we go. We just got around 160 million worth of companions. Now let me unequip all of these, use them all together, and let me equip best. Our best ones were 9x's, and now we have all 9.99x's and even a 12x, so that is pretty good. Our backpack was currently at a 1.57 trillion, and now let's see how much it's at now. 2.14 trillion. That's exactly why I wanted to upgrade my companions. We just got an extra 500 billion. Now this should get us so much rebirths. Let me sell our backpack. And before I actually go ahead and rebirth, I do want to upgrade my mine a little bit. So currently we can afford this one, the Cavern mine, which is only 2 trillion. Wait, no. Oh my god, I thought we had 5 trillion. Oh, I just spent all my money on upgrading our mine. But it's fine. It's looking fine. I feel like that was the smarter bet to do. Even though it would have been a little bit better if we actually rebirthed and ascended, got our ascension upgrades. Look at that! Now we're getting 14.9 million blocks from each block greed. That is insane. If you look at the bottom of our screen, we are also to level 754, meaning we have unlocked some brand new enchants. Let me go ahead and see what they are. I'm going to start off with the gem ones, and it's Amplify. Amplify is actually a pretty good enchant. It has a chance to spawn a random power up, and it automatically gets picked up when it procs. So we're gonna go ahead, put all our 2.3 trillion gems in here. That was kind of expensive, I'm not gonna lie, but it is actually pretty worth it. And then for our token enchants, we unlock supply drop. Now I don't know if I should upgrade this or should I upgrade block magnet, because this one just gives us OP rewards, but I'm not actually sure what we can get. So we can only get 51 levels for 36 trillion. So I'm gonna actually just buy 25 levels for 10 trillion, and I'm gonna put the rest of that into block magnet, get 66 levels. Oh yeah, that is definitely the safer bet to do. Now we should get so much more blocks. Let me get a proc real quick. Look at that, now we're getting 22.75 million blocks. That is honestly a pretty good upgrade. We should be making money so much quicker now. With the remainder of our 150 million beacons, I want to do /mine and actually upgrade our mine size upgrade. I feel like this is a pretty safe bet. So we just got 2 upgrades, and that is all we can afford. And I guess I can put the rest into the beacon ones. There we go. Now our mine is actually a lot bigger, like by 4x, because we did upgrade it twice. So we will definitely take that. Look, as much as I wanted to spend the money on rebirths, I feel like it is a safer bet to actually upgrade our mine first, because now we are getting a lot more blocks from our final block multiplier. We've been mining for like 3 minutes. Let me see how much we have now. Wow, we already have 70 billion stored away. That is actually a lot of money really quickly. I mean, we just started mining and we already have that much. And when our awoken enchant procs, we get an extra 5x multiplier. We make 100 million blocks from it. So I'm actually looking forward to that. I'm gonna try to get an awoken block booster enchant and I'll cut back. There we go. Our awoken enchant for the block booster just procced. Let's get a block enchant and see how much we're getting. 113 million blocks from each proc is absolutely insane, dude. Look at that. Oh my god, wait, let me scroll back up. 113.75 million blocks every single time our block greed enchant procs. That is absolutely insane. Alright, now let's see how much money we made from literally that like 10-minute mining session. Let's see. What? 700 billion from literally like 10 minutes of mining. Dude, that is absolutely insane. I'm gonna sell the backpack and immediately begin spending this money on rebirthing. We should be able to get like 2 ascensions, I'm pretty sure. But we will see, I guess. Now we need to get to rebirth 45 in order to ascend. Wow, we are getting so many rebirths. There we go, 45. Let me do /ascend. Then ascend to 9. Not high enough rebirth. Oh, I need to rebirth one more time. I'm currently rebirth 44. Okay, there we go. And then let me do /ascend. And then ascend to 9. Immediately do /rebirth again. And begin rebirthing. Now we need to get to rebirth 50. I think we'll be just short from getting rebirth 50. Because we are already down to our final draw. 3 billion left, and we are currently rebirth 33. That is a lot of rebirths, I'm not gonna lie, but we did actually just get some new milestones. Let me check. 10 pickaxe perks we do not need, and 1 star of the world loot box, which we do not need either. I mean, we can place this down. I guess a booster ability wouldn't be bad. I think you can win a president rank out of here too. That wouldn't be bad. A pet slot wouldn't be bad. But yeah, let's see what we're gonna get. And we got, I mean, pickaxe booster 2, 30 minute for 3x, rainfall ability. We actually don't have that. I guess we can apply it. It might be better than the Storm ability. I'm not sure, but it doesn't really even make that much of a difference, really. The only skin we actually need right now is the booster ability. But yeah, with that being said, I think that's where we're going to go and call it for today's episode. I mean, today's episode was a huge success. We unlocked some brand new OP enchants. We've made so many rebirths. We ascended so many times. So that is definitely a W in my book. So if you guys did enjoy, please make sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below if you've not yet already. And while you're at it, hit that like button as well, just because it does help push out my videos. I had a lot of fun recording today's episode, so you'll definitely see more from me here on EnchantedMC. If you don't want to miss out on my next upload, go ahead and turn on post notifications just so you're alerted. But until then, peace.